Okay, tonight on our first public hearing, we have a proposed endorsement of an application by Scenic Land Company LLC to participate in the Georgia Tourism Development Act Sales and Use Rebate Program. So we have several members here tonight from this group, and we're going to give y'all the floor and let y'all speak. And I see y'all got a video presentation, so Dwayne Horton, I guess you're up.
Thank you very much, Commissioner. Appreciate the opportunity to share this. So the state of, many of you, we'll share a little bit more about the McLemore project in a minute, but I do want to share what tonight is about. The state of Georgia has a statewide incentive that they will rebate the sales tax credit, not the county portion, but just the state portion, back to projects that qualify. And that's all over the state that they offer that. So this is a way to help encourage economic development. They see tourism as something that's is a great way to grow economic development, because people come, they spend money, and they leave with this. Also, one thing that's really nice about this project with McLemore is it's on a state highway, so there's not really any infrastructure needs beyond what already exists to move this forward. But in order for this to move forward, the County Commissioner Whitfield would sign this resolution saying that this is something they would like for the state to support. But on McLemore, I want to give everybody an update on the project. We have a few slides to go through. Since we initially started on the project, we've already done a redesign on the golf course. I'll share more on that later. We've started work on our clubhouse now. We've also built a short course. There's a model home that's existing by Arthur Ruttenberg Homes. It's the largest luxury home builder in the country. We have multiple homes that we're looking at people to start building. And the real value for McLemore to Walker County, and if I didn't share this, I'm originally from Walker County, born and raised here as well. But the big benefit to Walker County is this was an asset that before we got involved, people were giving property back to the county and not even paying taxes up there. Now there's property values are starting to increase. More people are paying. Practically everybody's starting to pay that now, holding on to the value. And every time a home's built up there, this isn't something that adds to the school base. These are second home or retired home type community. So it's not adding to the school base. It's not adding really to services, necessary services. So this is a way that if everything goes well, it was on the tax digest for around $18 million, and it's projected to grow to $500 to $600 million without the county putting any upfront money. We just need all the support that we can get to help with state and other assistance as well to move this forward. So this is our 18th hole. It really is. We were trying to get, do you mind if we did hit some lights?
Yeah.
So this is our 18th hole at McLemore. It's right on the eastern brow of Lookout Mountain overlooking McLemore Cove. We get our name from McLemore Cove below this. It is it's a spectacular hole. People are traveling from all over the country to come visit it. We've also been nominated and the nomination's been accepted by Golf Digest for this course to be the best new course in the entire country. Now we're up against some stiff competition, but we're very excited about the opportunity to compete and bring something not just to Georgia with all the other great courses, but to Walker County as well. These are some other images. This is also from the 18th hole with cloud coverage below. Keep going. Another image of the 18th hole. On the other side of the road, now this is actually in Dade County. We do have some property in Dade County, but we're the only property owner on Lookout Mountain that owns from one side of the mountain all the way to the other side of the mountain. This is a waterfall that we own to each side of. We don't technically own the waterfall, but we do have access rights into it. So to have that view, the reason the state of Georgia is really interested in this site is because of its proximity to other markets, to be able to bring revenue from these other cities. There's nearly 14 million people within a 2-hour drive, 28 Fortune 500 companies. This is the only place in the entire southeast that has that kind of density within a 2-hour drive, and one of the few places in the entire country. Direct flights to Chattanooga. Keep going. These are just some of the amenities and all the things you can do. We'll run through this quicker. Parks and protected. So the other thing is we have all this protected land and there's no way to really generate revenue. So with people, with having this asset, it's a way that people can come in, stay, access this land, and be able to generate revenue on something that's otherwise really a cost. Whether it's a cost to the county, it's a cost to the state. And so it really is a return on the investments that have already been made on this protected property and being able to utilize it as well. There's already on-site infrastructure in place, the fiber optic internet, water. There's a water tower up there that Dade County put in. Sewer service is already there. State highway access and entrance. We're working on funding a fire station EMT service ourselves that would happen by the time the hotel opened as well, which would be the next phase. And then other work too. All the accolades that many of you know go into the area. This is our clubhouse. It's under construction to be overlooking that, and 6-hole short course. So this is already under construction and moving forward as well. This is over an $8 million project just on the clubhouse and the surrounding assets there that we're making investment on. So this is the current rendering of the hotel. This is what we're planning to move forward with right now. This is the entrance side. We have another entrance of the other side. So it's not right on the brow. It is pulled back a little bit with views out overlooking that and amenity area. So the planned hotel and conference center is 245 rooms and over 15,000 square feet of meeting space as well for conference to be able to come in. Floor plans, keep going, and then just some images. Keep going. These are just images of the course. If anybody wants to see these, we can show you more afterwards. But it really is an amazing, every hole's different. The designers that put this together, they really made a destination out of this with the natural beauty of the land that you have and then the work that they did on the course. The hotel would be flagged by Hilton, has already visited, they've already signed to execute a franchise agreement, so it would be a Hilton Curio collection. They do not have another property like this in the southeast that's not on a beach, so Hilton themselves will be directing marketing and direct business to this from their sponsors they already have as well. So, you have another video? Yeah, let's do the flyby. So I just showed you some. Just want to show you how far along we are in the hotel plan at this point in time. They're going to show you a flyby. Again, this one won't have all the color to it. It won't have the landscape, but it'll give you an idea of what we're putting into this just on the model of the hotel itself. So while this is moving forward, so the hotel right now, we've been working to get the plan within the budget that worked for everything. BB&T Capital Markets Group is doing the underwriting for the project. They've already finished preliminary underwriting and have gone to they've successfully pre-marketed the sales of the bonds. The county is not issuing bonds, by the way. There's an outside authority from Wisconsin that's coming in to issue the bonds for the project. So that was the conference center you saw. This is the entrance. This is our signature kind of element, tower element. Distinguished. This is an area for excursions. There'll be an exploration area here for people to come in and drop off to go to different on-site excursions or off-site excursions to the different parks and areas that exist. The spa is down below this and opens up to this area here. So this is continuing to be in progress. My development partner, Scott Hunley, is here with us as well. He's really leading this effort with the design and construction team to advance this, to be able to if everything goes well with the funding, to move the project forward first of the year. And so that move in the hotel was just, as that got closer to the brow, we just wanted to drop that down so you didn't have an obstruction as much and just sit there better. And then the conference center pool would be out here where we discussed, restaurant. Kitchen would be on the main level, on the terrace level, and you come through and see all the way through. So I think that's good, Avi. And then if you'll give me just a few more minutes, we do have a video that we just launched that shares a little bit more and has all the other players involved on the project to give you an idea of the quality and execution that we really want to bring to this project.
A place like McLemore is more of a retreat from this kind of fast-paced urban and suburban living and coming up to a more pastoral and more natural and relaxed environment. You cannot create all of this. It has to be there, and that's what McLemore has. It has a lot of beautiful places within the place that are natural, which is what McLemore is all about.
This isn't just a golf course. The experience that I want the golfers to have is that they know that they're at a special place. This is more than just playing golf. This is a golf experience, and I think that's why players are going to play here on a continuing basis.
It's different here at McLemore. There's people that just come just to look at the land, just to see what the land offers and experience it. And then for us to put the game of golf in that experience, it really is more than just a game. It's a journey within a game.
The beauty that I find up here is how we've been able to integrate golf, which is green, pure, unobstructive, and we've been able to combine that into a rocky setting with distant vista views that you can just see forever.
First of all, it's just a stunning setting. I can't even imagine a more comfortable setting.
To put in a full-scale golf experience that celebrates the natural areas, but is carved into the land in a way that it is just part of the character. It looks like it belongs here.
The views are phenomenal. I think to some degree, that's half the experience of playing golf, is being at a place where you just enjoy being there and just have views that calm you.
This course, what makes it special is it ebbs and flows between holes that you can score well and holes that will challenge you. And it moves great, and there's about an equal number.
I think the course is super fair. Actually, I played with my wife Robin. It's the first time she's ever played 18 holes. They were teeing off the number 5 or the ladies' tees, and a great experience. You know, I guess the thing for me is I'm ready to go back from where I'm tired, but I'm ready to go right back out there and hit it again.
The design of this golf course makes this place so peaceful in that every hole is a separate hole. And I mean that by, we don't have a bunch of holes combined together. We don't have too many holes that parallel each other. It's like once you get to a hole, it's off by itself. You don't see another group. And it just provides a very quiet setting.
The scenery is breathtaking. Number 18, the signature hole. It is absolutely magnificent. And people are going to want to come play here.
The people that have played this course know how special it is. It's amazing. And it's not going to take much for people to see that.
So we have 3 types of holes here at McLemore. Cliff holes are the 3 holes that kind of offer you the great vista views that run alongside the eastern brow of Lookout Mountain. Our canyon holes are kind of the middle of our course, and they kind of run down through where you're going to get the greatest elevation changes. And then our highland holes are back up on our plateau. Those will be kind of that Scottish feel where we have the natural areas, we have the tall grass, more of a flat kind of golf course. Beautiful in its own way, but clearly 3 distinct type of holes that really makes this place very unique.
There's so much more than golf, and McLemore is much more than just golf. There's literally an unlimited amount of activities that someone can partake in to enjoy the natural environment and to escape. When you see McLemore, it doesn't need anything more. It already has everything more than what we could even imagine. It's truly an island in the sky that is already just perfect the way it is.
So I do appreciate the opportunity. I didn't know if Robert had anything. I know we worked together.
I have a couple of things I'd like to say. First, just to reiterate what Mr. Horton said regarding this application for incentives for all of fellow Walker County citizens. What's going on here is not, they're not applying for incentives from Walker County. The state has an incentive program for tourism, but the state is careful as they issue those incentives. And without the endorsement of the host county, they will not even look at the application. So I just want to make that part clear. They're not here asking us for anything. They're asking for us to help support them as they go get these state incentives that are already there. And it's competitive to get those. So we're all pulling for them to win that from the state. It's very important to us. And second of all, just thank the team. When Shannon and I did the town hall, some of you were there, you remember when this was first introduced. And Shannon and I both made the commitment that if these guys did, we believed they were straight shooters, but if they weren't, then we would react accordingly. And I just say 100% with no mitigating factors, these guys have done everything exactly like they said they would. And that's very important to proceed like that. And, we told them from the beginning, we don't have any money. The county is not in a financial position to invest. As we said that night, normally a project like this, the county, the host county, and the private investors are sharing in a public-private partnership usually on some kind of project like this. You all know, unfortunately, we are in no position to do that. We told them candidly up front, we don't have any money, but we will support and cheerlead you to the finish line. And this is vital. This project is vital to our economic future. These are those sales tax dollars that replace the need for increased property taxes. It's so important. And if I may ask you, please go to their social media and share it and help us cheerlead this and get this thing across the finish line. It's free money to us, and it's important to our future. So thank you for that moment there.
Thank you.
Anyone have any questions for Dwayne and his team here tonight?
What happened, Dwayne, if for some reason this project is not finished? I mean, as you said, this development up there has got a real checkered past, to say the least. So let's just say that, the hotel never gets, you're talking a lot of money to build this hotel. I don't know how much, but a whole lot. And what happens to this incentive thing if the development's never completed?
Go ahead.
This incentive only kicks in if it is completed. So it's one of those that we only get sales tax back based on sales tax coming into that project from the state. Again, the county, I left this part out, the county portion of the sales tax alone that would come into this project is well over $1 million just in sales tax, not counting the property value of the surrounding residential area. So,
yeah, that's a great question. And as he indicated, this program with the state is a rebate back after everything's up and running and their sales tax collected and they're rebating back. A similar project that qualified for this same program, because this is what I refer to as a on-the-shelf program that the state has that any economic development project can apply for. So this is not a special favor to this group or this team. This is something the state offers up to everyone. But a very similar project that got this same type of program a few years ago is when Lake Winnepesaukah did their expansion and added the water park. They applied and they were accepted, and they're part of the like type program. So the state is looking for positive growth with tourism and people spending money and coming to Georgia, and so it's a win-win for everyone. So the state's very excited for people to apply and want this type of program because they know it's bringing growth to the community and it's going to bring positive things. Any other questions? Okay, well, that will end our public hearing on that part tonight, so we'll end that session of our meeting.